other injuries that he suffered from these men were with violent hands snatched some from the marketplace and some from the temples and put them to death. The most important words in this piece is remember and be angry, remember and be angry, remember and be angry until the very end of the speech. The Greeks were aware of the precarious existence of the amnesty agreement exactly because of this reason, and they responded with three measures. The first measure was to impose a new hierarchy of norms, concord instead of revenge. This is something that we find in contemporary speeches. The second was to establish a new concord, such rituals oath ceremonies, a very solemn occasion. An oath means not only taking an oath but also cursing yourself in case you will not abide by the oath. I will give you one example of such an oath, an inscription that was only discovered a few years ago from Nicaea in Macedonia. I will not hold bail against anyone, neither with words nor with deeds. I will not kill anyone as a result of a past conflict or condemn him to exile or take his property. And if anyone holds bail, I will oppose him. I will remove him from the altars, that is, I will not allow him to take sanctuary in an altar, and I myself shall be removed from the altars. In addition to this, the Greeks introduced other rituals that would strengthen amnesty. The cult of Homoloia, they personified the idea of concord, and they made concord into a goddess to whom sacrifices were offered and festivals were celebrated. They also introduced commemorative anniversaries that highlighted solidarity, focusing on only some aspects of the past in the process of selective memory. But in one case, they also took very radical measures. They simply abolished existing family bonds. In the small city of Nakone in Sicily, a civil war had divided the community in the 3rd century BC. Peace could be established, but genuine reconciliation was hard to achieve. Amnesty, in such a case, may forbid the prosecution of past acts of violence, but it cannot eliminate an emotion. It cannot eliminate the hatred. So the Nakonians abolished the existing families and created entirely new families, making the former enemies to brothers. I quote a few lines from this very long and important inscription. The two factions shall present a list of 30 names of members of the other. Those who have previously been enemies shall write the names, each the names of their enemies. The magistrates shall transcribe the names of each faction separately on ballots, put them into vases, and choose by lot one member of each faction. They shall then choose by lot 3 men from the rest of the citizens, in addition to the former 2, avoiding relationships as defined by law. Those united into the same group shall live as elective brothers with each other harmoniously in full justice and friendship. Just imagine that the Palestinians and Israelis were like this, and they become, so to say, elective brothers. In order to strengthen this, they also introduced a ritual that is a commemorative anniversary of this agreement that took place every year. The question is, did it work? We don't know. This is the last inscription that we have from the city. In Nakone, this was the effort. Now I have to move for some time to my second example, which is theatricality in public life. It is a commonplace that the invasion of the TV and other mass media in public life has had an enormous impact upon public discourse and the behavior of statesmen. The TV set, and more recently the computer and the iPod, screen, the internet have become the most important medium for the exchange of political arguments and the circulation of political ideas. Unavoidably, political behavior is modified in order to suit the conditions and the advantages of TV screens and cyberspace. And as the TV screen is associated with entertainment and spectacle, political behavior also adopts features of entertainment and spectacle. This phenomenon was already observed by Plutarch in the late 1st century AD in connection with popular assemblies that took place in theaters. He writes, when those who have come together gaze upon statues and paintings, or proscenium theaters or extravagantly decorated rooms of consequence, viewing the assembly, they become foolish, vain, and empty-headed. Theatrical behavior was a medium which was extensively Neither harsh, the important word in all these passages is to appear. Neither harsh nor contemptible, but sweet and considerate. His relative, this if he is first majestic to watch and to listen to and seems worthy of his rule. Secondly, if he is kind in conversation and in appearance and in benefactions. Thirdly, if he is fearsome in his honesty and in punishing and in swiftness and generally in the experience and practice of worship. Similarly, statesmen in Greek cities employed theatrical behavior in their communication with the mass of the citizens, and they did that also in the use of oratory in their orations. They were very important in political oratory, and the relevant handbooks paid great attention to the control of the voice and the body language, recommending the use of postures and gestures appropriate for various occasions. Of course, we don't have the Greek treatises, but we have Latin Roman treatises like Rhetorica, Ad Herennium, or the works of Cicero and Quintilian, which are to a large extent based on Greek prototypes. Taking lessons from actors, political orators should learn how to control the emotions of the audiences with the proper use of body language. For instance, for the dignified conversational tone, the speaker must say in position when he speaks, lightly moving his right hand, his countenance expressing an emotion corresponding to the sentiments of the subject, gaiety or sadness, or an emotion intermediate. For the explicative conversational tone, he shall incline the body forward in the side and a little from the shoulders, since it is natural to bring the face as close as possible to our hearers when we listen off the point and around vigorously. When the author of Rhetorica observes that good delivery ensures that what the orator is saying seems to come from his heart, the emphasis is on appearances, the theater, it seems, on the creation of an illusion. In Hellenistic times, political oratory had developed into a careful staged dramatic performance through which the statesman controlled the emotions of the assembly. The so-called Mantelstatuen, statue of citizens run in a group, offer a characteristic example of how the members of the elite constructed their image. They represent the men who had been honored by the popular assembly. They show them in orderly draped cloaks, avoiding luxury. The body language evokes self-control and reservation, even when the arms are freed from the cloak's drapery and are projected forward to indicate energy and strain. They avoid the passionate gesticulation of the monologues and underline self-control, a virtue of the educated man of the elite. Also, contemporary portraits encapsulate in the facial expressions the vigor and the seriousness with which these members of the elite carry out toilsome civic duties, not as an exercise of power, but actually as a service to the people. They represent the members of the elite with a mask of the virtuous citizen in a proper dress and with facial expressions indicating exhaustion after the demanding efforts for public welfare. This brings to mind the advice given by Quintilian to orators. They should demonstrate their exhaustion by letting their dress fall in careless disorder and their bodies slip loose by streaming with sweat and showing signs of fatigue, thus signaling that they have spared no strength for the interest of the clients. I cannot help but quote an account of George Bush Sr.'s congressional campaign in Houston in the 60s. I quote, over and over again on every television screen in Houston, George Bush was seen with his coat slanted on shoulders, his sleeves rolled up, walking the streets of his district, cleaning, prepping, letting the voter know he cared. About what was never made clear. In public life, the cities with the modern democracies was dominated by protagonists, by kings, and by wealthy benefactors and other representatives of the urban elite. In these established institutional stages in the cities, the Hellenistic statesman had to rely on delicate skills of performance in order to manipulate the masses in the assembly and to preserve the fixture of the rule of the people. In contemporary politics, the statesman enters the house of every citizen, but this seemingly direct communication between the politician and the citizen is only an illusion. This communication is one-sided, turning the citizens into passive audiences. Political debates, parliament speeches, and electoral campaigns and political interviews are staged in order to best exploit possibilities offered by the media. The statesman knows what he convinces the citizen will not be a complex and differentiated political argument, but a sound bite, a short phrase, an ironic comment, an impressive gesture, a facial expression, an image of only a few seconds, which can be isolated from its contents, highlighted, and repeated, and again and again. This photo was taken on the night of the re-election of 2007 as a characteristic example. It was selected from among thousands of photos made that night through the website of the party because it presents the image of a successful statesman, a man who controls his emotions and allows only one smile to express his joy, a narrow and unexpected victory, a man who inspires devotion, clearly expressed in the way his wife, standing on a lower level, looks upon him, a man who is more devoted to his physical people, whom his eyes are fixed on his private life and his wife, a man who knows how to get much at once, we notice the possessive way in which he holds his wife. The virtual diagonal line divides the image into two halves, making our gaze move from the wife's eyes after the Prime Minister's head and finally to the upper right corner and to the photo's ultimate message, the sign of victory, a success that results from moderation, harmony, and devotion. The image evokes peace and tranquility in the religious position and now the campaign period. This photo was not staged, but it was established by managers who were used to follow. This is most likely how it would look like. Harmony and devotion is the image promoted by the official website of the manager, extensive library. In this case, the image is not strange and theatrical. To individuals, I'm sure, but still young and before the king, please advertise. If they can do this after all the registry, which is known to everyone, it is because they know how to set priorities, family values, careers, What we see is not Bill Clinton or Gordon Brown as individuals, but two actors playing the part of the statesman interested in education. You can have this image in variations, seated or standing with one child or with many. Do not ask the statesmen about details concerning education in their countries. Their audiences are willing to believe that they know the big picture and applaud them for playing this part successfully. In my honesty, the Netherlands theatre academy did not remain unnoticed, at least by intellectuals, as we can judge from critical remarks made of them historians. In modern times, a boy of Catholicism captures this Hellenistic quote. It is his Alexandrian games of 1912. The Alexandrians are gathered together to celebrate those children, Caesarion and his brothers, Alexander and Ptolemy, whom they had led forth for the first time to the stadium, there to proclaim them kings amid the brilliant procession of soldiers. The Alexandrians soon perceived that all this was theatrical pose. If the day was more romantic, the spy and the sinister. The Alexandrian stadium, a triumphant achievement of art, the superb surrender of the country of the courtiers, Caesar, all praise and beauty. And so the Alexandrians rushed to the ceremony, and they grew enthusiastic, and they cheered in Greek and in Egyptian, and some in Hebrew, and found it quite respectable. The worst of these was the following words. This is it were. The Alexandrians knew it. What about citizens in contemporary democracies? Thank you very much.
This was really interesting to me. I had no idea that there were these Greek practices of amnesty and reconciliation. As I understand it, the way you presented it, the amnesty is always sort of counterposed to truth and remembering in the Greek practice. And if that's right, I don't know if I'm understanding correctly, and if that's accurate, but it is a remarkable